What if I told you one of the most beloved science fiction franchises of all time almost never became a television series? Today we're diving through the Stargate, exploring how the 1994 movie became a television phenomenon. Lasted for years, created multiple spin-offs, one of the most passionate fan communities in sci-fi history. We'll look at the surprising origins of Stargate and some of the fascinating behind-the-scenes secrets, the real reasons the franchise came to an end, and what the cast and creators had said about its legacy. Stick around to the end, because some of the biggest surprises happened behind the camera, not in front of it. The story of Stargate begins in 1994 with the theatrical release of the film Stargate, directed by Roland Emmerich and co-written with Dean Devlin. The movie starred Kurt Russell as Colonel Jack O'Neill and James Spader as Dr. Daniel Jackson. The concept was simple but brilliant. An ancient device discovered on Earth could open a portal to another world. While critics were mixed on the film, audiences loved it. The movie earned nearly $200 million worldwide and quickly developed a loyal fan base. What many people don't realize is that the television series almost never happened. In 1997, MGM decided to expand the universe with a television adaptation called Stargate SG-1. Instead of continuing with the original stars, the roles were recast. Richard Dean Anderson stepped into the role of Jack O'Neill, while Michael Shanks became Daniel Jackson. At the time, many fans were skeptical, but SG-1 quickly found its footing and became one of the longest-running science fiction television series in history, lasting 10 seasons and more than 200 episodes. One of the reasons for its success was the chemistry between the cast. Richard Dean Anderson's sense of humor helped shape the show's lighter tone, while Amanda Tapping, Christopher Judge, and Michael Shanks became fan favorites around the world. Behind the scenes, the cast often described the set as being more like a family than a workplace. Numerous bloopers and practical jokes occurred during filming, many of which eventually appeared on DVD extras. One famous example involved Christopher Judge. His serious character became even funnier because Judge often broke character during rehearsals, causing the cast and crew to laugh uncontrollably. Another interesting fact is that many of Stargate's alien worlds were actually filmed in the forests and mountains around Vancouver, British Columbia. The production team became experts at transforming the same locations into completely different planets week after week. The show's creators also worked hard to maintain scientific plausibility whenever possible. Although the Stargate itself was fictional, the writers often consulted scientific concepts involving wormholes, astrophysics, and ancient civilizations. As SG-1 grew in popularity, it led to two major spin-offs, Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe. Atlantis expanded the franchise into a new galaxy and became a major success. Universe took a darker and more serialized approach, attempting to attract a broader audience. Unfortunately, not every change was welcomed by longtime fans. So why did Stargate end? The answer is complicated. By the mid-2000s, television was changing rapidly. Production costs remained high, while ratings across cable television were becoming more fragmented. SG-1 ended after 10 seasons in 2007. Although plans existed for additional direct-to-DVD movies and possibly more seasons, shifting priorities at MGM slowed development. Stargate Atlantis was eventually canceled after 5 seasons, despite respectable ratings. Many fans were shocked by the decision, especially because storylines remained unfinished. Then came Stargate Universe in 2009. While critically praised by some viewers, it divided the fan base. The series adopted a darker tone inspired by contemporary science fiction dramas. Ratings declined, and after only 2 seasons, it was canceled. Behind the scenes, financial difficulties at MGM played a major role. The studio faced significant economic challenges around 2010, making large franchise investments difficult. Several planned Stargate films were ultimately shelved. Despite its cancellation, the franchise never truly disappeared. Fan conventions continue to attract thousands of attendees. Cast members regularly reunite and share stories from production. New generations of viewers continue discovering the series through streaming services. One particularly heartwarming fact is that many cast members remain close friends decades after filming began. Amanda Tapping, Michael Shanks, and Christopher Judge have all spoken fondly about their experiences and the dedicated Stargate fan community. Today, many fans still hope for a full revival. Rumors and discussions have surfaced over the years, but no major continuation has yet matched the scale of the original television universe. What remains undeniable is Stargate's influence on science fiction television. It combined adventure, humor, mythology, military action, and character-driven storytelling in a way that few shows have managed to replicate. For millions of fans around the world, the gate may have closed, but the journey is far from over. What are your favorite Stargate memories? Was it SG-1, Atlantis, Universe, or even the original movie that got you hooked? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your favorite episodes, characters, and behind-the-scenes facts. If you enjoyed this trip through the Stargate, please hit that like button, subscribe to Roy's Talk of the Town, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss future videos exploring the stories behind your favorite TV shows, movies, and pop culture legends. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep talking, keep exploring, and I'll see you around town.